Hi everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Becky Naliaka. Today I'll be talking to you guys about 9 different culture shocks that I have experienced here in the Philippines. The reason why I chose 9 and not 10 is because I've been here in the Philippines for 9 years. So I figured, why not just do 9 instead of the typical 10? Anyways, let's go! Number 1 is the Joa culture. Here in the Philippines, having a boyfriend or a girlfriend seems to be a really big deal. All the time someone sees me, they always ask me, hey, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, why is it so important to have a boyfriend? It's like being single is almost seen as like something sad. But I am single, I am proud, I am independent, I don't need no man. Here in the Philippines, they're so open with their girlfriends and boyfriends, even towards their parents. Like, it's so normal to find like families living together with their daughters or their son's significant other. Well, in Kenya, that is so rare. You never just bring your boyfriend over or your girlfriend over home unless you're really, really, really serious about the relationship and maybe you want to marry the person. Here in the Philippines, it's no big deal. You just bring them over. Some families even allow sleepovers or things like that. And I'm just like, what? In an African house? No, no, not in an African house, honey. The second culture shock is karaoke. If you live here in the Philippines, you know what I'm talking about. Filipinos love singing and they love karaoke. Actually, the first time my dad brought me like a karaoke thingy, like a karaoke music set, I had no idea what it was. I was like, what is this like instrument? Like, what is it? Is it an instrument? Is it like a mic? What? I was so confused. But now that I've grown up here in the Philippines and I've been invited to like a bunch of different parties, and listen guys, a Filipino party without singing is not a party. There has to be some type of singing somewhere, whether it's karaoke, whether it's just everybody singing together to some song. Something like a type of song has to be present in order for it to be a party. The third culture shock I'm going to tell you guys about is the acceptance of the LGBTQ plus community. Actually, the first time I came here to the Philippines, I was so confused because I could see like 2 girls holding hands, 2 men holding hands in public, and I was like, excuse me. Sometimes they'd wear like matching clothes, and I was so confused because I didn't know that there was such a thing as like a lesbian person or a gay person. But then later on I came to learn that it's quite common here. And I'm not saying that it's not common back in Kenya. I feel like there are a lot of people in Kenya who are LGBTQIA, but they're closeted because they can't come out to a country that doesn't accept them for who they are, right? Actually, in Kenya, it can be very dangerous to be part of the LGBTQ plus community because you could get like in serious trouble. People could bully you, people could harass you, they could even send you to prison. Like, it's that serious, guys. I've seen like social media posts of by people who are lesbian or gay in Kenya, and they get so many hate comments from my fellow Kenyan people, and it's so sad to watch because like, why bully someone for something that they can't control? Like, the fourth culture shock I experienced here in the Philippines is the love that Filipinos have for rice. Guys, I don't know what it is, but Filipinos love rice. They don't just like it, they love it. They eat rice for breakfast, they eat rice for lunch, they eat rice for dinner, they eat rice like literally all the time. There's like a food restaurant type of thing here in the Philippines called Manginasal. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but something that really shocked me about Manginasal is that they offer unlimited rice. If you pay like just a few more pesos in your meal, you get unlimited rice. And I was so confused, like unlimited, like actual unlimited rice over and over again. It's so weird for me because where I come from, like we do eat rice, but definitely not as much as Filipinos eat the rice. And I went to Manginasal once with my friends. Actually, this is a really funny story. I went with my friends, and all I could stomach, I could literally just eat like 2 rounds of rice. And my friends were eating like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds of rice. And I was like, where is the rice going? What? The 5th culture shock I experienced here in the Philippines are the super duper duper long waiting lines. Guys, this one is so frustrating. But here in the Philippines, you have to be prepared to wait in line. There are lines everywhere, and I think the reason why is because the Philippines is a very populated country. But the good thing about the lines is that Filipinos are very organized. They know where to go, they know where to sit, and like basically they don't push and shove. Like, at least I've never witnessed a situation where I've been pushed or shoved. But there's this one time I went to school to pay my school fees. This was when the pandemic had just hit, so everyone was so confused and, you know, like all over the place. So when I went to school to inquire, I went at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. guys, that's when I started the line, at 7 a.m. because I was like, I should go early because if I go late, I'm gonna find so many people like in line already, so I should go early. So I went at 7 a.m. thinking that I was gonna be the first one there. Clearly I wasn't. There were so many people already who were in front of me, and I waited from 7 a.m. all the way till 2 p.m. Guys, that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 7 hours. 7 hours in line, waiting. The 6th thing that shocked me about the Philippines is how much they love nights. Filipinos don't sleep. They don't. And I don't know why. I think maybe the reason why is because during the day it's very hot, because this is a very hot and humid country. So maybe that's why they don't like, you know, maybe that's why they don't like sleeping at night, because it's very fresh and the air is a little bit more cool. But I'm telling you guys, my Filipino friends, I text them at 3 a.m. in the morning, they reply. I text them at like 4 a.m. in the morning, I text them at 12, just anytime. They're always online and they're always awake. And not only that, but the stores here in the Philippines, there are some stores that open 24/7. And what that means is they're open from Monday to Sunday, all the hours, including midnight, including 3 a.m., 5, 6, 7, all the times they're open. And when I first came here, that was so weird to me, because I was like, opened at night? Aren't you gonna get robbed? Try that in Kenya. Try opening a store 24/7 in Kenya. You'll see what's gonna happen. Try it. You're probably gonna get robbed. Like, it's unheard of. Maybe right now, actually, because I haven't been in Kenya for a long time. Maybe like there are some right now, but I've never heard of stores that open 24/7 in Kenya. The 7th weird thing that I experienced here in the Philippines was the use of the, you know, that big grassy fluffy, wait, I have it here. This one, guys, y'all, this thing right here. It's called a walis tambo or something like that. I forgot what it's called. I think it's a walis tambo. So people use this thing to sweep the house. When I first came here, I was like, what? Why is it so big, and what is a fan? I was so confused, but then I saw my ate like using it to sweep the house, and that's when I was like, so it's a broom. Okay. Like, I was so confused. I thought it was like a house decoration or something, because it does look kind of color, like, right? You could hang it like on the wall as a house decoration. Like, it looks like a decor, right? That's what I thought the first time I saw it. The 8th cultural shock I experienced was how much people stare. Guys, it's crazy. Like, here in the Philippines, people stare at me all the time. And okay, I know, I get it. It's because I'm a foreigner, right? I look different. I have different hair. I have different skin. I have different height. I get it because I'm a foreigner. But it's too much. It's too much, guys. Everywhere I go, in the jeepneys, at the mall, at school, everywhere I go, there's always someone looking at me like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, stop staring, oh my gosh. Actually, I remember the first time I came into the Philippines, I was so shy. I was always so nervous, like, oh my gosh, don't stare at me. But nowadays, I bask in the glory, you know. Stare if you want, ask me questions if you want, like, you know, let's be friends. The ninth culture shock that I experienced here in the Philippines is how friendly the customer service is. Okay guys, I know that customer service is meant to be friendly, but here in the Philippines, it's like extra friendly. They're so kind to us, you know? Like in Kenya, when servers serve, or if you're buying clothes in the store, some of the sellers or some of the the people who sell the products to you can be kind of rude. But here in the Philippines, they're so kind, they're so honest. You can ask them like 10 million questions and they're gonna answer all of your questions. They never argue. I've never seen it personally. I've never seen any like Filipino or Filipina arguing with their customers. All they do is they always say, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Even if you're the one that's wrong and you're the one that's doing the wrong thing, they're just gonna be like, yes, yes sir, we understand ma'am, yes po, okay po. They're very nice and they're very kind and they're so patient, and I really love that about the Philippines. Kenya, try and be rude to one of the sellers. You'll see how they'll talk to you. Kenyans, people in Kenya are not as patient as the people here. In Kenya, they might even like, like say bad words to you, or nah, I would not risk talking badly to, one of the customers' services or whatnot. And that's it. Those are the 9 different culture shocks / experiences / weirdnesses, if that's a word, that I have been through here in the Philippines. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye.